Who doesn't want to fall in love? It's an almost universal desire. If you are interested in a girl and desperately want her to love you back, there are some ways to inspire her interest. Getting a girl to fall in love with you requires you to build attraction with verbal and nonverbal interaction, while also showing her your naturally lovable qualities and taking the time to get to know her. Most importantly, be yourself and respect her for who she is. 1. Get to know her. Getting to know her is more than just memorizing her birthday and birthplace. Spend time with her, build trust, and come to appreciate the things about her that she doesn't often show. Learn about her fear of water, and why she's afraid, or learn about her most embarrassing moment, and help her laugh it off. Understand how she thinks and what she believes. This will help you love her as a complete person, and she will appreciate that more than you can understand. One good way to start is by asking her an open-ended question. For example, social psychologist Arthur Aaron has made headlines with his list of 36 questions to foster intimacy between people. They're creative and open-ended, and they ask about more interesting things than her favorite movie. For example, you could try asking, "Would you like to be famous? In what way?" Or, "What would constitute a perfect day for you?" This will not only give you the chance to get to know her better, but it will also show her that you think she's smart and her opinions are worthwhile. 2. Find out what she likes to do. Then do those things with her. Doing something that you know she likes has the added advantages that she feels comfortable and safe doing it. If she's comfortable when you're out on a date, she's more likely to get close to you, hold your hand, or even kiss you. Whether she likes surfing, horseback riding, shopping, or baking, it's a good idea to try to involve her in what she likes doing best. Ask her friend what she enjoys doing in her free time, or ask her yourself if you're feeling brave. Fortune favors you. That way, she'll know that you've taken the time to find out what makes her tick, and that you're ready to go that extra mile to make sure she's happy. 3. Take her out on great dates. Bonding over something she likes doesn't need to be a date, but if you want love to blossom, you're going to have to ask her on a date at some point. When you're ready to take that step, try someplace familiar like the movies, a coffee shop, or a dance. Maybe try taking her to an amusement park or a haunted house. Studies suggest that excitement or a sense of danger on a date helps release a chemical in the brain that bonds the two people together. Be strategic about whether you call it a date. Generally, if you've already won the girl over, you want to make it clear that you're going on a date to make sure you're both on the same page. But if you haven't won the girl over yet, it's probably best to slow play the courtship, and win her over as a friend before you move on to the romantic relationship. Sometimes, the girl will resist a romantic relationship if she's not sure about whether you're good friends. 4. Be clear. You probably don't want to ask her to be your girlfriend the first time you meet her, or even the first few times you go out on a date. However, at some point you will need to tip your hand and declare your interest in her as romantic. If you wait too long, you run the risk of her considering you only as a friend. Ambiguity isn't your friend. You can also be clear when it comes to signaling your continuing interest. For example, if you had a great time, don't end your conversation on a wishy-washy note. Say something like, "I had a wonderful time tonight. Would it be okay if I called you tomorrow?" 5. Avoid selling yourself too hard in the beginning. Sometimes it's tempting to tell a girl you're into everything about yourself to show what a great catch you are, or how much you like her. This isn't a great idea for 2 reasons. First, it means you're talking a lot about yourself, which means you are spending less time listening to her. Second, it means you may be talking about things too soon. The first few dates aren't the time to trash your boss or talk about how much your ex sucked. This type of self-revelation can actually make you look bitter, indiscreet, or like you don't have a good sense of personal boundaries. You don't have to remain a person of mystery, but start with your likes and dislikes and allow your conversations to grow organically. If she's interested in you, she'll ask you questions about yourself. Just be sure to keep a good balance between your sharing and hers. 6. Give her space. This doesn't mean playing hard to get, but give the girl control over what happens next. Suffocating her and bullying her into a relationship will do the opposite of what you're hoping for. Show her you respect her life outside of you. When you give a girl room to breathe, she will often come to love you on her own terms. When you give her space, avoid being too distant. Keep calling her regularly and showing her that you're interested. If you're shy, don't give her too much space or she'll think you're not interested. You're going to have to come out of your shell a little bit if you want to get her attention. If you've just gone on a date with her, and everything has gone really well, tell her you'll call her before the weekend is up if it's Friday. Let her do her own thing on Saturday, and then give her a call on Sunday and tell her you had a really good time and you'd like to do something soon, perhaps next weekend. This would be a great time to ask her out to any parties or dances that are happening. Giving her space is all about showing her how confident you are. What you're basically saying is, I had a great time with you, and I like you, but I'm not going to come on super strong because I'm not desperate. Girls and guys are both attracted to people who are cool and calm, who don't jump the gun, and who aren't desperate.